So we encountered our first bully.
He's 4 years old, though, right?
I knew this was going to happen. It was bound to happen.
So Cason just turned a year old, right?
He just turned 1.
He's been walking for about a week and a half.
He's been walking for about a month and a half,
Okay.
actually.
All right.
But he looks like he's 2 years old, so I think kids tend to treat him like he's a little bit older than he actually is.
Yeah.
So we go to this mall playground, and we're there, and there's this wheel thing.
Is it crowded?
There's probably about 8 to 10 kids there, not too crazy. And so this little girl is playing with this wheel, and Cason does not know how to share yet. He doesn't understand that. So he's actually sitting there and watching this little girl play. I think he's taking it in like, oh, this thing turns. And he's kind of sitting there, and he's bouncing, and he's smiling, and having a good time.
Yeah, I'm ready to do this.
So the little girl walks away. And Cason...
Now it's his turn.
Now it's his turn. So he starts walking towards it. Out of nowhere comes this humongous 4-year-old.
Humongous.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just not running, just like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And takes the wheel, right as Cason's reaching for it.
Yes.
And so Cason just kind of stands there, and he starts smiling at the kid.
Yes.
Cason, for some reason, has the same personality I do. He just smiles because he just feels like
He's a get-along guy.
Everything's a good time.
Kind of pushover.
And so he's like, okay, yeah, you could definitely play with this
Kind of
big
weak,
wheel.
submissive.
Or just fascinated by older children.
Yeah, I mean, this kid's bigger. He's towering over Cason. So he's looking at this kid. He's like, okay, yeah, let's both play with
Everybody's
the wheel.
punching bag. That's who he is.
So,
Stop it, kid. Now you're going to make him mad.
We call
Stop
him
it.
doormat.
I can't wait for Cason to turn 8 and be bigger than you and beat you up. And so he's sitting there, and he's looking at the kid like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's play.
So reaches for the wheel to spin it with the kid, and the kid turns to Cason and goes, no! Bam!
Bam.
Hit him.
What's the bam? Help me with the bam.
Slaps his
Slaps
arm, like,
him.
his arm.
Slaps his arm and pushes him away.
Cason,
He pimp slapped him.
Did Cason ball?
It hit him so hard that Cason just kind of shook and like turned, and he just kind of put his arms down to the side, and I'm sitting there going like, oh no.
Oh, no, he did.
Oh no, he did.
What you gonna do, Casey?
And I'm looking around like, should I jump in there? Like, do I get my boys
Should
back?
I intervene?
No.
Well, you're waiting for that kid's parent to come over and
That's exactly what I was
and
doing. I
intervene.
was like, all right, this kid's mom or dad needs to be somewhere around here, or a cop needs to come arrest this child.
And you need reinforcement,
That
too,
is-
like the assistant manager at the Gap. Have him come out.
Yeah, like this is assault right now, people.
Yeah.
And so Cason puts his little hands down and he looks around, and so the kid sees.
He didn't cry or anything?
He just messed up. So the kid looks over and he's like, "Oh, I better get out of here
Yeah,
real quick."
right.
So he leaves, and Cason.
Did he steal Cason's wallet?
He starts doing the little pump crump thing. His little lip starts quivering, and then he just starts
build-up.
crying.
The
And so
build-up, yeah.
That's when Dad has to come in there, and I'm walking up, and the kid's now playing with another thing right next to where Cason's sitting there
tripping.
crying. No sorry, no nothing.
Yeah.
Kid's just laughing and having a good time. The mom saw this. I see her walking up, and in my mind, I'm picturing the things I wish I could do to this child. I've never hit a child, but this
But
time,
certainly
in my
the
head-
mother will take care of
in
it,
my
right?
head, I'm thinking like,
Yeah.
you mama, you better spank that kid's butt. You better spank him up real quick, real good.
So you're saying that the punishment for hitting your child should be hitting her child?
Stop it with the
Because-
spanking debate.
I think
Don't go
it's a
there.
fair question.
Because this is, hey, little kid, this is what this kid
Don't
just
hit.
This is what this
It's
is.
different.
What
A
this
swat
kid-
on the bottom is different.
Like this is what you caused for that kid. You made him cry.
Yeah.
So she walks up, ha 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 ha, picks him up, laughing, ha ha ha, looks at me, ha ha ha,
Laughing.
laughing.
That's how I taught you to do it, Karen.
That's a good like. And I looked
heck
at
no.
her, and I didn't say anything. I wish I could have just cursed her out, but I didn't.
Because you're as submissive and weak as Casey.
No, because this is what happens.
No, because-
as soon as he does, somebody's going to say, "Aren't you JC on the
Yeah.
radio?" And then it's just ruined.
And it's not that, and I don't know this lady. I don't know if I would have gone off on her if she would have been one of those crazy ones. And then we're in a screaming match holding our kids in the middle of the mall. That's
right.
not. That's not
That's kind of
right.
white trash. Yeah.
So I just basically, I just gave her the.
Gave her the stink eye.
I was
Stink
like,
eye.
I'm gonna start carrying a satchel full of water balloons next time somebody.
Really?
Oh, so your
Bam, right in
solution
the
is
face.
to get a man
There you
purse.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.